Hello, today I'll be explaining you rule of thirds and how to apply it in a composition. I'll be starting with the landscape format, which is more like horizontal lines are bigger than the vertical lines. Now here you are going to divide your space into 3 equal parts horizontally and 3 equal parts that should be vertical. So this way you get about 9 blocks, and wherever the lines overlap each other you create these points. These points are called the golden points, and this is the rule of thirds we are following. So 3 parts vertical, 3 parts horizontal, and all together 9. Now I'm going to draw a composition. I'll divide the space again vertically, horizontally, but I will put only dots, not the lines. So now I know where to draw the objects. So the object should be, especially the main object, if it's touching 1 or 2 of the golden points or 3 golden points, that makes your composition visually more interesting. So when we draw, we also keep in mind that objects, when they are in a certain number, that also adds a lot of interest in your work. For example, if you put odd numbers, for example 3, 5, 7, you will find the composition visually more balanced and more well composed. Whereas if you are adding even numbers like 2 objects or 4 objects, the composition is going to be less interesting. So keep in mind the odd numbers. Then now I have drawn a vertical format. This format is portrait format. So the vertical lines are longer than the horizontal lines. Now again I have put the points, golden points, and I am doing the composition, again keeping in mind the space, so visually more pleasant. Now I'll be doing a composition which is actually not being followed by the golden points. I'm just randomly drawing without thinking. So what happens when your composition is not planned? I ended up putting the main object in the middle, which is wrong, because it's kind of moving all the objects on one side. One side of the composition is totally empty, one feels a bit more heavy, and the eyes are stuck in the middle and they don't travel in your work. So less movements, less balance, less rhythm, which makes it a weak composition. I hope you understand this, and if you have any question you can write me and I will definitely reply you.